And welcome back to the Arc Arena. If you missed the first game of our doubleheader tonight between SUNY Poly and your Baruch College Bearcats, the women won 67-39, but we turned the page to the men's game as the Rosemont Ravens enter the Arc Arena against your Baruch College basketball men's team. Baruch coming off mixed results, beating Hunter in their first CUNYAC game by a huge score of 32 points, falling to Dickinson College, who we'll actually see on the 29th again at the tournament, at the Steel Club Holiday Tournament. But, you know, a huge result against Hunter College, and the Bearcats really trying to change their fortunes here on home court. Again, alongside John Nevis, I'm David Just, and John, a great opportunity again for the Bearcats to really change their fortunes a little bit here this season.
Yeah, first off, it's always good to be at home. And obviously the Bearcats, this is the final game before the final exam / holiday break. And the Bearcats want to end it with a good win. You want to feel good about the result because you're pretty much going to have a bit of a break coming up. And you don't want to have that bad taste in your mouth because sometimes that can carry over into the month of January, and you don't want that. So that's number one. Number two, you know, again, we started our CUNY schedule with a very lopsided win. Tough loss to Dickinson, but they play in a very tough conference. Again, brand new game, brand new. It starts right now. And like I said, you want to get ready for the CUNY schedule.
So let's send it over to Marty Collins, who will set us up with our starting lineups.
A freshman guard, number 13, Reese. And sophomore forward, number 13, Ryan Morgan. The coach is Ryan McGee. He's assisted by Paul Lafferty, Ryan Michael, John Coppin, and the strictly assistant is Ryan Corbin. Now, today's starting lineup. A 6'5" sophomore guard from Los Angeles, California, number 2, a 6'6" sophomore forward from Sacramento, number 24, Jack Goldberg. A 5'11" senior guard from Sacramento, number 1, a 6'3" senior guard from New State, number 12, a 6'7" senior guard He's assisted by Janelle Thayer, Zayn Osorio, Kevin Crawford, and Robert Tennessee. Now let's bring on.
So the lineups are in, and we are moments away from tip-off here at the Arc Arena. Baruch actually looking for their first win here at the Arc, which is something odd to say, John. We're normally, focused on when are we going to get our first loss at the Arc Arena. If the men's team has historically turned this building into a bit of a fortress.
Tough schedule at home, playing some very good teams. This team lost. Again, we lost something like 90% of our offense from last year. So there's to be expected a little bit of a transition. But at the end of the day, as we discussed during the women's game and we talked about at the beginning, it's really about getting ready for January because nobody remembers November, December. They only remember February, and you want to be peaking at that right time. Rosemont's a good team. This is our fourth all-time game against them. We've beaten them twice, 2 out of 3. We won last year, if I recall, down in Philly.
Yeah, that was at Rosemont.
Yeah.
And Rosemont today in their maroon-colored jerseys, gray numbers, black trim. Baruch in their traditional home whites, light blue numbers, dark blue trim. As Baruch 0 for 1 on the offensive end, it'll be Rosemont's chance to attack the Baruch basket going right to left. Morty handing it over to number 1, Zaki Gomez.
And I think they made the NCAA tournament. I'm trying to remember. It sounds very familiar. They made the NCAA 2 or 3 years ago.
3 there by number 30, Morty. And that's the first bucket on the afternoon.
Comes Gerard Nicholson, leading scorer.
Nice little step-back jumper, just a bit too short. Goldberg battling underneath with Morty, and it'll be Gomez to walk things up for the Ravens. To your point, John, Baruch losing 4 out of their 5 top leading scorers last year. The only one back, point guard Gerard Nicholson, and we've seen him turn into Baruch's leading scorer this year.
Look, and especially in Division III these days, there's a big basket by them, 5-0 lead there for the Ravens. Yeah, I mean, look, Division I basketball these days, it's happening a lot with everything going on. But Division III, when you lose 90% of your offense or something like 90%, it's hard. It really is hard.
And Goldberg's able to fill in some of that offense as he gets fouled there on his way to the basket. But yeah, to your point, at any level, right? It's hard to replace those players, and then also, you're trying to integrate players like Gordon and Bailey, who are and even Minnick to some extent, who had bit roles last year into more prominent positions.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, last year we played Farmingdale here at home, and they beat us. This year we go to them with all the players we lost, and we beat them at their place. And they had, I believe, they had a lot of their same players, or most of them at least. The point is basketball, beginning of the season, you play these non-conference games. You want to win them because these games could carry some weight at the end of the season with postseason opportunities. But at the end of the day, you just want to play good basketball, and especially going into this break, this is probably one of the more important games in the year because you don't want to leave with a bad taste in your mouth.
Oh, loose ball there as Black knocked it up in the air. 10 seconds to shoot. And to your point, John, you still have to play the games, right?
Still got to play the games, and you want to get ready. I mean, Goldberg has been fantastic for the Bearcats. Transferred from Eulenberg. He's got a chance to be an all-star in this league. Dylan Minnick has been fantastic. Had, I think, last game, he had already 10 rebounds at halftime.
And Brandon Goldberg almost averaging a double-double this season, close to 16 points, a smidge under 10 rebounds as he gets his own rebound there.
Look at
Goes
that.
right back up under. Nice footwork there from the big, and he's able to lay it in, and Baruch trail 5-3.
Big pickup for John Alisi and the men's basketball program, getting him. Big, he's like I said, he's certainly, we'd say right now, one of the better big men in the league.
So Gomez going to the baseline, working against Goldberg inside. Errant pass there, but it finds its way into the hands of Warren, and shot around and out. No good. Minnick soaring for the rebound.
Yeah, another player that I think has a potential to be a real star in this league, big time, is Jack. Jack has shown some brilliance. He's only a sophomore. And he's tall. He grabs rebounds. Again, it's all about trying to make sure when you get to February that everything is clicking. Everybody knows their roles. Everybody accepts their roles. And you're ready to go into the league.
So Minnick now has it, gives it over to Gordon up top, handoff to Bailey. Quick ball movement, back to Gordon. Nicholson far side, working on the baseline. Into the lane, nice move there, high shot, no good, off left iron. Rebounded there by Rosemont. So Nicholson able to force his way inside, unable to finish once he got to the basket. And now it's Rosemont the other way with Black, Minnick facing up Black. Black facing up Minnick, excuse me. It's going to be a 5-second violation.
We'll take it, David. By the way, David, Tay here in New York City, it's SantaCon. I noticed you got is this a Santa Claus? Not necessarily Christmas Eve type thing that Santa Claus would wear, but maybe like more on a casual day for Santa Claus.
Yeah,
kind of all decked out.
Lounging around at the Arc Arena type of Santa Claus. To be fair, John, I haven't kept up when the most recent SantaCon is, probably since my, more adventurous days, let's say.
As an undergrad here?
Undergrad, maybe a couple of years after that, etc. Honestly, my least favorite time of the city is when everyone's out in the city, so you'll, unless I'm coming to a Baruch basketball game, it's not like I often visit the Tree or Rockefeller Center and all that fun stuff. So,
well, you're a typical New Yorker. You've been there, done that.
I've been fortunate enough. As Moody will pull up straight on three. His shot a little too strong. Rebounded there by number 11, Holly, who just checked into the game. No good. It was Gordon and Minnick both up for the rebound. But, yeah, John, I want to try to avoid those crowds whenever possible. And luckily I live in the area, so I could enjoy the niceties of New York in March or whenever I need to. As Gordon now has it up top. Ooh, very, very close to a travel there. Now Gordon baseline going to work on Warren. Hop step, fade away. Gordon shot around and out.
Didn't get the roll on that one, but you saw the potential.
Rebounded there by Morty. Warren into the lane. Step back, fade away jumper. Ooh, back iron, front iron, and into the hands of Goldberg on the rebound. Only 8 points scored coming in on the first, a little over the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shots too. There's been a lot of shots. It's not falling.
Entry pass to Goldberg, double team. Ooh, he's able to spit. Nice find there. Minnick off the glass as he hits the deck. Nice find there by Goldberg to avoid the double team and find the cutting Minnick.
Yeah, Dillon was a big-time scorer in high school. He used to come here on campus to break Baruch Campus High School. I was talking to the coach at Baruch Campus High School, and he was saying that, Dillon for Lab Museum was a big scorer. So he's picking it up here. He's having a fantastic senior year. Hard to believe he's a senior.
And that was Holly going baseline. He was looking for some contact and just never came. Nice find there by Goldberg up ahead to Bailey, who's able to lay it in. And Baruch have their first lead of the afternoon, 7-5. Coach Alisi has to be happy with those last 2 possessions here for the Bearcats. It was Goldberg finding Minnick cutting, and then Goldberg finding Bailey in transition. Ooh, nice steal there by Gordon. Morty, able to corral it. Gordon hits the deck, has to get back into the play. He does. 3 there, no good. Rebounded there by Minnick. Goldberg thinks he's ahead of the pack, but Minnick takes the cautious approach, gives it over to Gordon near side. 1 dribble, pull up 3. Shot no good off right iron, and it's Holly who comes away with it for Rosemont. Some end-to-end action here in the first half at the Arc Arena as Gomez puts it on the deck, and he'll peel back. Morty into the lane. Looking for options. Ooh, Minnick almost smacks it out of his hand. Holly now has it straight on. Southpaw 3. Around and out, no good. Cole Bailey rips that one down. And Baruch will set it up here on the offensive side.
Both teams are not having a hard time shooting. Just nobody's making shots so far early.
Combined 25% from the field as Goldberg lays it in.
Yeah, Goldberg's he's been a big force so far underneath. I think we're going to be seeing him get the ball quite a bit underneath inside the paint.
To your point, John, teams combining 6 of 21 from the field here so far. As Gomez knocks it down, I think they're going to say it was a 2, not a 3. As Nicholson goes inside, gets fouled on the way in, and will go to the line to shoot 2, and Baruch looking to make a handful of changes. A lot of confusion there at the substitute table here. But it will be Nicholson at the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first. Now the changes will be made as it's Luke Reese, Trevon Coppin, and Nicholas Lam into the game for the Bearcats, and number 4, Larry Lane, checking into the game. I'm loving the alliteration, though, on Rosemont between Bruce Black and Larry Lane, as Nicholson knocks them both down. Ollie into the base, into the lane, kicks it out. 3 there, no good. That was Taylor on the 3. And Coppin's going to be called for the foul there, and that's going to send Brandon Moore to the line. Trying to get the number there as I was picked here by Coach Alicia, one of the referees. And Moore knocks down the first, able to get that one to rattle home. So 2 of 2 from the line is more. A lot of conversations with the referees happening here, and Reese has it now into the front court. Holly all over him. Reese going left, trying to take the pick from Coppin. Now Coppin up top. Hop step into the lane. Trying to go in strong. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Rosemont. And it's quickly Gomez into the front court, near side wing. Cross-court pass. No one's there. And it's going to go right out of bounds and right back to the Bearcats.
Yeah, that was a play where he assumed his teammate would be in the right place, and he wasn't. So Bearcats benefit from it.
So now Taylor all over Nicholson, takes the pick from Coppin, gives it outside. Reese, shot no good. Nicholson able to get the rebound, can't hit his jumper. Lam mid-range jumper, and he knocks that one down. And Baruch getting multiple cracks at it with Lam able to finish. He's been impressive, already winning freshman CUNYAC Player of the Week already once this season.
He went to Tottenville, good program. And I was very impressed. First time I saw him play was in a scrimmage against Western Connecticut State, and he grabbed a lot of rebounds in that scrimmage. I was very impressed.
He's listed as the shortest player on the team.
Look at that.
For the Bearcats as he gets that rebound and puts it back in. And Coach McGee wants to talk things over for Rosemont. He's got to be, I think he's frustrated with his team on one level. He's frustrated with the referees a little bit on another level. But he can't be happy with those last couple possessions for the Bearcats.
Wow. Basically, we saw somebody come off the bench for us, score 4 quick points. And I'm sure the coach is not happy with regards to whoever was matched up with Nicholas didn't do a good job.
Yeah, on that first bucket that Lamb had, and when he first came in, Baruch had 2 successive offensive rebounds, and then he just got another one there to get that easy layup. And like I said, he's 5'11", so when you're swimming with the big boys and you're out hustling them and out playing them, it's going to quickly have the coach to call a timeout. So with 10:42 coming on the halfway point, Baruch 15, Rosemont 9. You're watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting.
Yeah, while we're here, let's take a quick opportunity to wish a happy birthday to one of our announcer friends here. He's down in Florida on a well-deserved vacation, and that is, of course, Joseph Stolzer. Happy birthday, Joe, if you're listening from Florida.
Not a bad way to celebrate your birthday.
Not a bad way at all.
Hanging out in Florida, maybe watching some Baruch basketball.
Well, here's the test. If he says something to me later or this week, thank you, then I'll know that he watched it. Joe is on the spot now.
So Gomez now has it up top. We're back underway, coming in on the midway point of the first half. Lane back to Gomez. Gomez had an open look, but shot was way off. But a save there by Reese, and it's going to go out of bounds last off Rosemont. It looked like he threw the ball right into the waiting hands of a Rosemont player. However, they're unable to corral it, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
6-point lead midway through the first half. Possession of the ball, chance to increase this lead. This is a big one so far for early on.
Gordon straight on. Lane out on him. Crossover move there, looking for options. Finds the backdoor cutter, and Lam able to go off the glass, having a huge impact off the bench. That's going to be a 2-3 zone now for the Bearcats.
When you talk about the future of the team with Coppin and Gordon and Lam, Reese, there's a good foundation there. But let's not think about the future. The future is now. Let's take care of business.
To your point, a big game here before finals week, as they'll have 2 weeks off before their next matchup on the 30th. Offensive board there, though, for Rosemont. Shot no good. And gets fouled on the way up. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2, as the foul there was on Gordon, his first. Black averaging a little over 8 points per game on the season, the second highest scorer for Rosemont. for 2 from the line. So now Lamb over to Nicholson on the far side. Reese up top. Hand off to Coppin. Gordon now on the elbow, gives it off to Reese. He'll pull up a 3,
nice.
And he knocks it down from the far side wing. Big shot there from Luke Reese.
Yeah, the backcourt today is really stepping up.
Baruch have an early 11-point lead, and we saw it in the women's game as well. Also a double-digit lead in the first. Inside to Black. Black looking for options, inside out. Black pulls out 3, step back. Nope, instead gives it over to the far side to Sullivan, and it's going to be Nicholson who comes away with it. Nicholson pull up 3. Ooh, his shot way too strong, and it goes out of bounds.
A 19-4 run for the Bearcats. Special credit to our stat guru, Kevin Ross, legendary guy from Genius, as well as Manhattan and Wagner. Big Bonnie's fan, by the way.
So now Sullivan has it on the far side. Baruch making it really hard for the Rosemont offense to get anything going. Deep into the shot clock, 10 seconds to shoot. Two to shoot, they got to get it up. Shot leaves, shot off front iron, no good. Left the hand of number 11, Danielle Holly.
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is Rosemont doesn't seem to be able to do anything right now. They are really struggling shooting. You know, they started off the game with that 3. You know, what was it, 5 points I think they had, the first 5 points. And since then.
Yeah, it was 5-3 at one point.
Yeah, 20-4 run now.
Yeah, Rosemont only shooting 17% from the field. Nice find. Ooh, that's a goaltend.
Yeah.
That's a goaltend. That was an easy call, though. And you love when the bench gets more excited and the referee can't get the whistle in his mouth in time. The whole bench jumps off. He's like, oh, hey,
whoa.
Hey,
That's how, you know.
Yeah.
So we have our, I think this might be the first technical foul of the season in terms of when involving our, here in this case. Yeah, he's got to be frustrated. Look, at the end of the day, they're just not shooting the ball well, and the Bearcats' backcourt, young backcourt, has been contributing. It's been the story.
As Nicholson misses the technical free throw, and he gets a second. And he's good on the second. So 22-9, Baruch lead.
The Rosemont coach still having his say with the referee.
I like that. I like that move though by Lamb, trying to convince the refs it was white ball by standing in the spot where the inbounds was taking place. It was,
I saw that once in the game where someone literally got away with it.
You see it in soccer a lot, right?
Yeah.
When the ball goes out for like a throw-in, and then the other team like just tries to grab the ball.
Yeah,
it's like it's not your ball.
No.
It's rare you get to see it in basketball due to the actual unique stoppage and the referee having to spot the ball. But I love the mentality as now Holly into the lane, kicks it out near side. It's going to be Black on a left corner 3. Shot no good. Goldberg, who just checked back into the game, rips that one down, and now it's Minnick the other way. Minnick into the lane, step through move, step back jumper, and he gets that one to go as it rattled around and fell.
Yeah, everything's going right for the Bearcats. It's all falling into the right place. They're motivated. You could just see, look at how strong they're playing defense. Rosemont right now is just looking for a shot. They're just looking for a shot to go in, find something.
And it's Holly inside, and to that point, couldn't even get that one to drop right at the rim.
Gee.
as Lam and I think it was, is that Lane? That is Lane. Underneath, both hit the deck. It's going to be the third team foul, but that'll still be side out for Rosemont, who's have surrendered a 25-4 run here in the first half. Inbound to Black, up top, 20 to shoot. Baseline jumper, way too strong by Donnell Holly, and you can start seeing the frustration on some of the Rosemont players' faces. Rosemont has not gotten a basket since 1838 remaining in the first half. That's
so
over
they went on that
close to 13 minutes, coming in on 13 minutes without seeing the ball hit the bottom of the net.
Yeah, I mean, they just really went now number 11 kind of pushed Reese. And yeah, that no surprise there. No surprise there. He just pushed Reese for no reason.
And they're losing their composure a little bit here. After
I saw that all the way. I didn't see Jack do anything. Jack is just trying to run around and run the play that's going to be expected of him. And the kid, for whatever reason. So, yeah, I mean, I think if you're watching on YouTube, you could easily go back, 20, 30 seconds to see for yourself. There was really nothing I saw. That's the second technical it's been called on.
So it's a 26-4 run now. And the last basket was a Bruce Black layup, like I said, to make it a 5-0 ball game. Sorry, correction. Rosemont has not scored since 11:53 remaining, so 6 minutes now. And those were free throws, so.
Yeah, the thing we got to watch out for now is that they're getting really frustrated with the referees. And, you had the coach teed up, you had a player. I think if anyone needs a halftime badly right now, it would be Rosemont to kind of cool down. There's still another half to play, but certainly not, either that or they need, just with Division I, they'd be able to call a full timeout and get 2-3 minutes to relax. But it's also important to say the Bearcats are just playing pretty good basketball, too. I mean, Nicholas Lam right off the bench kind of set the tone, scoring those 4 quick points.
It's almost been an energy thing, too. We're playing with a lot of energy. Rosemont not as much.
Yeah, they just the shooting has just been not, it is what it is. It's just not going in for them. The only thing you got to be concerned about is basketball is a lot of times the games and runs, and if they finally do get it going, you hope it's too late for them.
And great suffocating defense here from the Bearcats. Morty pull up 3, and he knocks it down. And a badly needed bucket there for Rosemont, as now Lamb has it over to Bailey. Up top to Reese. Ball moving quickly around the perimeter. Lamb pull up 3, far side. Oh, a little too strong, no good. Minnick on the rebound. Bailey going to step in. Nope, instead gives it off to Reese, near side corner. His shot no good. And they're going to call it against Goldberg underneath. And it's going to go back to the Ravens. Ball swung around the perimeter here. Black has it up top. Entry pass to Holly. He almost loses it there. Kicks it outside, far side. Taylor. Oh, he bought that foul. As Taylor, I think, kicked his leg out there, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 3. The foul there is going to be on Lamb.
All of a sudden now there's some life from the Ravens.
And correction, that shot dropped, so it'll be a potential and 1 4-point play opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a game this year where more than one person got teed up, and now we've seen that. And we also, didn't happen, but it's been the first time I've seen this season a 4-point play opportunity.
So now Reese has it, takes the pick from Goldberg. Reese right into the lane, and he's able to finish at the basket with the right hand. Lost to the sea of bodies, and he emerges with 2 points. Group lead 30-15 coming in on 4 minutes remaining. Rosemont have had the best couple of minutes, though they've had in the entire first half. As Warren has it, bounce pass inside. Nope, instead it's right into the hands of Minnick. Bounce pass over to Reese. And he's able to lay it in with the right hand.
Good passing, good teamwork. Everybody celebrating, everybody else scoring.
Luke Reese, a sophomore, following in his brother Jack Reese's footsteps as Holly's able to lay it in.
I remember his brother had a heck of a career for us. Great career.
Still to this point, he was the fastest player that I've seen in Baruch that can go end-to-end with the ball.
Yeah.
In his hands.
Did very well.
So Goldberg calling for his second offensive foul in 3 possessions. So Coppin checks back into the game with 3:20 remaining. And correct me if I'm wrong, John, but I feel like the refs have been a little bit quick on the whistle since we've had some of the sloppiness between the technical fouls, etc.
Well, yeah, that's going to set the tone because they're going to try to make it clear to both sides that, if you decide to get out of line or if you say anything or if you do anything that's, especially if you do a very hard foul, they're going to call it right away. It's just the way it is.
I think they're also now blowing the whistle a bit quickly on some of the touch fouls. Reese now, left wing 3. Ooh, around and out. That one looked like it was halfway down as Black comes away with it for the Ravens. Now Warren on the far side, Black up top, calling out the offense. Gomez, Bailey all over him, who just checked back into the game. Black pivoting, looking for options, has Morty, gives it back to Black. Black gonna pull, that one's short, rebounded there by Minnick. Over to Bailey. Ball quickly into the front court to Reese, open 3, he's gonna pull, and he knocks that one down. And Luke Reese hit a big shot. He's having a big first half as he's now into double digits and leads all scorers with 10. 4 of 7 off the bench with 2 of 5 from downtown.
Yeah, I mean, we got 4 different players with at least 6 points. Reese coming off the bench, Lamb coming off the bench. The backcourt has really been doing a great job today. You have to just say. So it's, they doubled them up already. Still got about 2 minutes left. Let's just finish strong. I mean, like we've been saying all afternoon, you want to go into the break with a feel-good win. You don't want to have that bad taste in your mouth. You don't want to be sitting there disappointed in what should have been. You want to make sure that what you wanted it to be is a very convincing win to go into the break. And, the story with Rosemont, you could talk about the techs and everything, but they just haven't hit their shots. They are really, really struggling from 3. And, they did have a few minutes ago here, 4 or 5 point run, but they're not able to do anything. I mean, we look at their shooting. Look at that, 24%, 6 of 25.
And to your point before, John, we thought moments ago, a little bit of 5-point run for Rosemont. Could that start building momentum? And Baruch had been able to really cut that off and keep their foot on the necks. For those keeping score at home, it's Rosemont's possession. Far side 3 there from Warren is no good, and it'll be Nicholson who comes away with it and brings it into the front court for the Bearcats. Minnick over to Reese. Ooh, dangerous bounce pass to Coppin, but Coppin able to fight off Morty and able to keep it going. Coppin right into the lane. Offensive foul, and it's going to go back to Rosemont.
Well, you want to compliment him on his effort, the fact that he made the steal, the fact that he made the effort to score. I think what you need to learn next time is maybe watch the body when you're going up for the ball.
And also, I think on that one, there's no need to rush it there.
There's no need to rush at all.
So now Morty has it up top.
But again, he deserves a lot of credit.
Warren, spin, step back, no good. Minnick comes away with the rebound. I feel like we've been saying that a lot today.
Oh!
As Minnick already has 8 rebounds. Dangerous play there underneath the basket. He'll stay with Baruch underneath with a minute remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, I think he leaped over him.
Nicholson looking for options, finds Coppin underneath, working on Morty. The double team comes. Ball stripped, looking for options. Up top to Reese. 9 seconds to shoot. Minnick driving. Hand off to Nicholson. Pump fake into the lane. High off the glass. Shot no good. Morty able to rip down the rebound. Looking for options. Has Holly now. Ooh, nice behind the back dribble, but Coppin comes away with the steal into the hands of Minnick. No look bounce pass to Nicholson. Gets defender in the air. Shot no good. Coppin on the rebound. And one for Coppin underneath. And he'll go to the line to shoot an and one.
What happened here? Something else. I think the refs are going to try. I think that might have been. Okay. So the basket counts. There's a chance for a three-point play, but they also called a technical foul.
Was it on the taunt after the basket? That's the only thing I can see.
I think that might have been it, yeah. Yeah, I think it was on 30, Trevon.
So Warren off on the first technical. And he's good on the second. And Coppin good on the and one free throw. So it'll be Ravens ball, chance to hold for the final shot. I think everyone needs halftime. Probably no one more than the referees at this point.
I think I think the Bearcats will be disappointed it's the half. But everybody else will be glad.
Warren step back jumper from the free throw line. He knocks it down. Baruch got to move quick. Holly's three, no good. Oh, they're going to say it wouldn't have counted anyway.
Yeah, it's too late.
And Baruch almost doubling up the Ravens here in the first half, 38-20, and it's been, I don't even know what the right word for it. Chippy, I don't know if that's even the right word, because it's almost been a step past Chippy here in the first half. What do we have? 3 technicals, 2 for Rosemont, 1 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, you're right, 3 technicals, yeah.
We were shocked when the second technical happened, let alone a third. We've had Coach Alisi been warned. So a lot of stuff going on right now, and definitely a lot of work for the refs and a lot of work for the scorers table here in the first half.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, look, Bearcats have just been the better team so far here in the first 20 minutes. Rosemont went through a stretch there where, 20-4 run by the Bearcats, and they couldn't buy a shot, the Ravens. And this is where we are. And it's gone a little bit, a little chippy. 2 of the 3 techs were really more on the frustration about the referee calls. The other one was, what we think right now is, probably a taunt. But they've been playing very well. I mean, the Bearcats have played well, and I think if you're John Alisi, you've got to be very, very happy. You even mentioned that about the fact that the home court hasn't been so kind this year. Certainly, we see today of what it's supposed to be when you play a home game. And again, I can't say this enough. You can't say this enough. This is really all about setting up the team. They're going away to a tournament at Moravian. And then after that, they get going, not too long after with the CUNYAC schedule. And that's when, this is basketball. Every game is important, but that's when it really starts to take on another level. And, again, when you're the 3-time defending champions, and they've also played in, the last 4, I think, championships, there's going to be high expectations, even if they did lose all their players.
And a target.
They're going to be there's always, let me tell you, every time Baruch goes into a CUNY gym, they are always a target. I remember a few years ago, one of the broadcasts, I think it was Lehman, they were saying that, it's like Duke coming into town. Everybody wants to beat the team, and John's developed that program where everybody really wants to beat them. But they've shown tonight that they can be a very, very good team, and they just need to keep up this performance coming up here, in the second half.
Before we step aside, John, I definitely want to bring up the Baruch bench. I mean, they're outscoring the Ravens bench 20-5 in the first half. Obviously, Luke Reese leading all scorers with 10 points. But you're talking about Nicholas Lam also coming off the bench, putting in some work. He has 7. And then we saw Trevon Coppin get the and one just right at the end of the first half.
Yeah, the Bearcats have always had. I remember when Devin Nicholson was coming off the bench. I remember last year Saeed coming off the bench.
And Gerard.
Oh,
sorry, Donnellan. My apologies.
Yeah, you need basically good players to come off the bench to kind of give the lift of perhaps maybe what wasn't happening with the starters. And John's teams over the years have always had some good spark plugs. And you saw it. Lamb comes off, scores 4 quick points. You saw, Reese come in, hit that 3, and everything is going right. But still got 20 more minutes to play. As I say, I think every team has a run in them. I still think you're going to see the Ravens maybe put together 7 or 8 straight points. The Bearcats just got to make sure that they've got so many more points to make sure it doesn't be a factor in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think the big part of this game coming up will be the first 5 coming out of the break. Can Baruch keep their foot on the pedal? 38-20 lead as they head into the half. So we'll step aside. Like I said, 38-20 Baruch leading over Rosemont, trying to complete the series, the daily sweep of doubleheader here at the Arc Arena. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. Welcome back to the Arc Arena. If you're just joining us, it's the second game of our Baruch doubleheader between Rosemont and your Baruch College Bearcats. The women beat SUNY Poly in the opening game 67-39 behind Mia Castillo's double-double and Lola Idir knocking down 19 points. Elisa Leong becoming a 1,000-point scorer in that contest as well. But the story here in the second game here between Rosemont and Baruch has been the Baruch bench outscoring Rosemont 20-5, matching Rosemont all of Rosemont's points, but also we've had some chippy play here in the early going. 3 first-half technicals, so we'll see how the second half, if the second half can run a bit smoother, it'll be Baruch's ball going right to left here in the second half. So it's Nicholson with Minnick, Goldberg, Gordon, and Bailey on the floor. For Rosemont, you have Morty, Taylor, Warren, Gomez, and Black. So the same starting fives for both clubs. Minnick looking for options, finds Gordon here on the near side. Hand off to Bailey. Minnick into the lane, high floating shot, no good. And it'll be Taylor who comes away with the rebound for Rosemont. Now it's Gomez on the far side. He gets stripped on the way. Goldberg up ahead of the pack to Gordon, who lays it in with the left hand. And Baruch have doubled up Rosemont 40-20, a minute gone here in the second half. Morty straight on 3, shot off back iron, and Minnick soars for the rebound. Gordon right into the lane, lays it in with the right hand, and he's able to get that one going. Nope, they're going to say goaltending on Goldberg, as the shot from Gordon, I think, was going to fall regardless. Goldberg just a little overzealous, and it's going to go back to Rosemont. So now Warren up top. Hand off to Gomez. Bounce pass up top to Morty. Taylor takes some contact, goes through it. Bounce pass over to the far side to Gomez. Inside trying to find Morty. Quick hands by Nicholson, and it'll stay right there for Rosemont. Looking for options, gets it inside to Warren, now outside to Gomez. Into the lane, bounce pass near side. Black thinks about the shot, mid-range jumper. Shot a bit too short, no good. And there's going to be a foul here on the floor. They're going to call it on Gordon underneath, and it'll stay right there for Rosemont. They'll get a fresh 20. So it'll be Gomez to inbound underneath. Warren, pull-up jumper, no good off right iron. And it'll be Minnick to come into the front court with it for the Bearcats.
Good play. Good pass. Good shot. Nice 22-point lead. Start the second half very strong with the first 4 points.
Hop step inside, looking for options. 3 ball there on the far side by Taylor is good. Nice pass there from Minnick. Oh, to Minnick, and then Goldberg gets stripped on the way up. He lays it in, and Gomez hurt underneath, holding his shoulder in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he's going to be seen by the trainer. I think they might have, did they sub him off?
Yeah, Holly has checked into the game as Gomez holding his left shoulder. Oh, working it out though. It looks like he's okay. Good. He brushed the.
Good, no serious injury.
The trainer did not follow him back to the bench. Yeah, when you first saw it, you always wonder about a dislocation or something like that. But Holly's into the game. Handoff now to Black on the near side. Morty over to Taylor. Taylor going to pull the 3. Shot too strong. No good, and it's going to be Minnick to push it the other way. Minnick's been all over the place today. He's already got 10 rebounds and 8 points. on 4 of 7 shooting, so impressive 57% from the field. Bailey into the lane, high arcing shot, no good. Goldberg bats it around out into the hands of Taylor, and Taylor going to push into the front court. Taylor trying to find Morty, gives it outside. Black thinks about the shot, swings it one more time. Holly, jab step, drives into the lane, crossover move, hop step into the paint. Shot no good, can't finish at the lane, but Morty's able to get the offensive board and lay it in. Cole had the look. He'll take over 3. Shot a bit strong. No good. Goldberg on the rebound, and he's able to lay it in with the right hand. He's into double figures. He's got 11.
Yeah, he has kind of showed so far that he's, you know, when he gets the ball in the right position, he can have his way in the paint against them.
Nice steal there by Nicholson. Trying to find Morty was Taylor. Nicholson going right in. Misses the layup. Shots loose. Bailey trying to find somebody. Gives it off to Taylor. Now Black calls for it. He's able to get it. Hand off to Morty underneath. End-to-end basketball. A lot of bodies have hit the deck. Good defense there by Bailey as he knocks it away, and the pass was going to the open Black on the near side corner.
Yeah, he was going to shoot a 3 if Cole didn't get his hands on it. A good defense. Most importantly, he did not stop. He kept fighting. He kept trying to jump ahead. And I think you got to like that hustle.
Baruch setting up in his own here.
You got it, G. Good hold.
Hop step gives it off to Gomez. Gomez now hop step into the lane. Looking for options. Almost lost it.
33, get him out.
And shot there on the far side by Holly's no good, and Goldberg comes away with the rebound. Big collision there.
Yeah, they're going to have a talk, go over, ask the teams to go back to the bench.
So there's going to be a personal foul here. Once again, the luxury of the refs using our monitor here courtside. It's one of the benefits we have here at Baruch College of streaming our games live for all of both our Bearcat Nation, but also and for everybody. And it's been, I think, also a great resource for teams specifically like Rosemont who can't make it, maybe in from Philadelphia, and you could have their family and friends able to watch their team play ball.
Yeah, what's amazing about the technology is in the last 10 to 15 years, you've seen only a few schools to now most schools, I'm not going to say everybody, does broadcast their game, especially on YouTube, and it's been pretty good. And, it's funny when we talk about the video just now, great job there by Meenakshi. She, basically the rule is very simple with the ability to look at a replay. As long as the clock on the scoreboard matches up exactly with the clock in the video, which it does in our case, and as long as you can see the good portion of the video, they will use it as replay. This is the third time this season. It's happened twice with the girls, and now the first time this season with the guys. Nice pass.
Nice find there by Goldberg to hit Minnick cutting back door, and it's
yeah, so it's the third time we've had replay being used here, and all 3 times it solved the problem. It served its purpose.
And Gomez knocks down the first. 48-26, Baruch lead. A little bit more than 5 minutes gone here in the second half. And John, we spoke about these first 5 minutes being key. Baruch able to keep their foot on the pedal and keep this lead up.
Yeah, it's going to take a big effort from Rosemont to try to get back into this game. But The Bearcats are playing with a lot of momentum, but again, we still have 15 minutes of basketball left, so take nothing for granted. Continue to play hard, run the plays, and continue with the success. But Rosemont's not going to give in easily.
So Goldberg looking for options, has a couple cutters. It's going to be Nicholson gets the high arcing floater with the right hand. It was almost a hook layup. I don't even know what to call it, but he's able to finish in traffic and finish with the right hand.
2 points is 2 points.
Inside out. Far side three. High arcing shot there by number 21, Brandon Moore, who just checked into the game. Brandon Moore only averaging 2 points per game in 9 games so far this season. Minnick, floater in the lane. He rattles that one home. So Holly has it on the near baseline, working against Nicholson. Loses it on the way up. Holly playing with a lot of frustration here.
Yeah, so they're going to look at our video replay again. Good job, Minakshi again. So we're going to see it one more time.
And I don't know, the criterion for a flagrant or whatnot, but it seems like a lot of intent, especially out of frustration on that call. So we'll see what the refs think after they've seen the video.
Well, the same player that was involved in this play was the one down there. Should have thought he gotten a call, and he was also the one I think that was involved with the getting the tee after the thing with Reese, if you remember, with Luke. So I think. So 2 shots in the ball.
A flagrant 1 foul was called on number 11, Fidel Holly, for 2 shots and the basketball reverting. Jack Gordon, 2 shots.
So it's going to be a flagrant 1. Sorry for the delay there. And it's going to be Gordon at the line to shoot 2. Now he knocks down the first. And 2 of 2 from the line. So it'll also be Baruch's basketball, 54-30, 13-36 remaining here in the ball game. And just overall frustration here from Rosemont in the second half.
Yeah, and they made a substitution. I mean, right now, like I said, still 13 minutes to go. Still got to play basketball and cannot let up. But it's certainly been an afternoon where Rosemont has not been happy with several of the calls going their way. And nice
move there by Gordon. Able to jab step from the wing, get his way to the basket and finish with his left hand. Ooh, nice crossover move there by Black. He'll curl back, looking for options. Gomez, crossover move, hop step into the lane. He gets fouled on the way in, and it'll be Rosemont ball right underneath. Curious, we'll see Holly back in the ball game. I mean, nice play there by Black, and he's fouled right off the inbound, and 1 opportunity for Rosemont. And Donnell Holly, so far the leading scorer for Rosemont on the season, so definitely, when him having to come to the bench, not ideal for Coach McGee. So it'll be Nicholson with the ball. Taylor all over him on the Bearcats logo. Goldberg pops out, able to get it at the top of the key. Gives it over to Minnick. Minnick going to curl around, drive in. Can't finish with the left hand. He had the open look, though. And now it's Black trying to give a bounce pass to Gomez. Gives it right out back to Black on a handoff. Pull up three off front iron. No good. Morty on the rebound. He's able to get it go with the right hand.
Yeah, he's had a good game today for them. He's hit some key baskets for them, and he's been playing very well.
Averaging 8 points per game, 10.5 rebounds on the season. And he's already got his 8 points, 6 boards in 21 minutes of action. Nice move there, able to finish. Nicholas Lam able to finish with the left hand.
Yeah,
And a
there he is
three
again.
there by Morty, and that's what I've been most impressed by him. You know, you talk about his size, it's 6'6", able to play inside out and really stretch the floor.
Yeah, he started the game with the three.
Goldberg floater, shot no good, ball's loose into the hands of Gomez. They're going to push. It leads down to 20 for the Bearcats. Pull up three for Black, no good. Nicholson comes away with the rebound, and he gives Minnick the pass up ahead. Ooh, almost dangerous foul there as Taylor wraps him up. Smart foul, able to make sure that Minnick doesn't get the shot off, but their feet got intertwined on landing.
Yeah, thankfully no bad play, nobody fell hard. Just a foul, move on.
So Coppin checking into the game as Goldberg comes to the bench. Minnick can't get the second one to go. Coppin able to save it, but right into the waiting hands of Levins, who just checked into the game for Rosemont. Gomez, crossover move, used the pick from Morty. Pull up, jumper, no good. Lamb comes away with the rebound, they got numbers. Lob pass into Coppin, who's able to lay it in off the glass.
Yeah, let me tell you, Coppin looks like a true future star in this league. He's, I think last week, one game he shot 5 of 6, the other game 4 of 4. He's had some good numbers today. He's done very well. Again, when you talk about the young players on the team, a Lamb, a Gordon, Coppin, Reese, it's a good foundation here. Looks like John's going to start bringing in, give some players some players you don't see too often get some minutes.
Peter Douvres checking into the game for the first time. Nicholson brings it to the front court, takes the pick from Coppin. Coppin gets the handoff right into the lane. He's fouled on the way through. Shot will not count, so it'll be ball underneath for the Bearcats. That's Taylor's fourth already as he was holding Nicholson. Inbound up top to Gordon. Gordon working on Levins. Gordon with the right hand, shot short, no good.
Yeah, somebody got a hand on it.
Coppin able to get that rebound though. Right up to Douvres, who's going to pull straight on, and he knocks it down. His first shot of the afternoon. It's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Nice shot. Very confident too.
Douvres only averaging about 11 minutes per game. A little over 1 point and 2 boards per game. So now it's Gomez. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Levins into the lane. Space opens up, shot a bit short. And rebounded there by Lane, who goes up and gets fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. checking back into the game. And Nicholson will come to the bench. And Lane good on the second. It's 63-40. Baruch lead a little bit more than halfway gone here in the second half. Lam into the front court. Wilder is checked into the game for Rosemont. Coppin gives it over to Gordon on the near side. Trying to force it back inside to Coppin, who couldn't corral it, and it's going to go back to Rosemont. Sloppy play there, though, by the Bearcats as they were trying to play a bit of a two-man game on the near side. So now it's Taylor. Takes the pick there from Sullivan. Looking for options. Nothing springing open for him. Levin's on the near side. Trying to get it inside to Lane. Instead, back outside to Taylor. Taylor into the lane. Ball's loose on the deck. Reese comes away with it. Lam right into the lane. His shot blocked from behind from Levins. Good defensive play there. And it'll be Baruch's ball right underneath. Lam straight on three. Ooh, front iron, back iron, no good. And it'll be Taylor who brings it up for Rosemont. Lam had a very nice look, though, on that previous Bearcat possession. Wilder now to Levins on the far side. Levins going to pull the three. That one was halfway down, no good. Lane fighting for the rebound, still loose. And it'll go stay with Rosemont, excuse me. That's going to be a three by Taylor, trying to draw the foul again. He got it to work earlier, not so much this time. And that will do it for Taylor. That's going to be his fifth, and Holly will come back into the game.
Well, you know, who deserves a lot of credit on that play was, first off, Dylan saw the opening. He saw Lam open and, you know, unselfishly, you know, just found his open teammate, and this has led to, of course, this free throws. So nice play there by Dylan.
So Taylor had 6 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds in 28 minutes of work tonight. Lam knocks down the second, 2 of 2. Correction, make that 1 of 2 as now it's inside out. Levin's inside for Rosemont. Over to Holly on the far side. His three is good. Ooh, Levin hit the deck on the way back. I think there's some feet tangled up there. Now Wilder out on Lam. Reese.
Nice play.
Coppin lays it in. Holly was trying to draw a foul there.
24-point lead.
Lane kicks it out to Wilder. Mid-range jumper from Wilder, and he's able to get that one to go. A line drive shot on the baseline. Coppin now has it. Outside to Reese. Holly on him. Reese now inside to Edmay, who just checked into the game. Nice step through move by Edmay, just couldn't finish. And Holly comes away with it for Rosemont. Holly outside, Wilder, near side three. Shot no good, just a bit short. Punch rebound there by Sullivan. He's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Bearcats just need to take care of the basketball, find the open players, and let's just play out this final 6:40 and get the W.
Edmay. Hand off to Lam. Lam now working on Lane. Kicks it out. Coppin near side. Late closeout. And Coppin knocks it down. And just like that, he's into double figures. He's got 10. Fifth Bearcat now into double figures today as Edmay comes away with the steal.
Yeah, a lot of underclassmen having a big afternoon.
Lam, open three, near side.
There it
He
is,
knocks
another
it down. And Lam leads all scorers with 14.
Like I said, the underclassmen are coming up big today.
Baruch's bench outscoring Rosemont 37-14. Baruch's bench almost outscoring Rosemont as a whole. It's going to go out of bounds, last off the Bearcats. Rosemont's going to have 3 seconds, though, to get something going here. And the Bearcats bench roars as Coppin comes to the bench. You can already tell Trevon Coppin, the freshman from Brooklyn, already a big fan favorite on this team.
Yeah, he's had some good games this year. He's been real big spark plug off the bench. We always talked about how Alisi's teams always have good players that come off the bench to contribute. And that's going to be a very important thing they're going to need when they get into the CUNYAC schedule.
High energy guy. 3 there on the far side by Reese. No good. The foul there is going to be on Fitzgerald, who just checked into the game. And it'll go back to Rosemont. Ollie now inside, going inside, and one as he works against Edmay. And so it'll be Douvres bringing it into the front court for the Bearcats. Lam on the Bearcats symbol. Looking for options. Backdoor cutter. Nope, not there for Douvres. Gives it off to Fitzgerald. He curls back, looking for options. Working on Gomez in the paint. On the baseline. Goes against Gomez. Oh, can't get that one to finish. It's Fitzgerald. Ball still loose, and it's going to be Gomez who comes away with it for Rosemont. Gives it outside the black on the far side. Cross-court pass near side. Holland's going to pull. Shot too strong. And it'll be Lam who lets that one roll out of bounds. With 4.5 remaining, Baruch really need to just settle down here and close out this victory.
Let's close it out, get some baskets, and that's it. Move on. If you're Rosemont today, I mean, really, the overall story was just the shooting, especially in that point in the first half where I think what they go maybe 11, 12 minutes without a field goal. So we're going to see another review here. Refs are talking. Here we go.
I'm not even sure what they're looking for this time. It looks like there was some contact off the ball underneath the basket. But Baruch leading 73-48. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And 25-point lead, compounding that, John, with the women's huge victory. Some of the biggest margin of victory that we've seen here at our time doing these games at the Arc Arena.
Now it's good to get the W's. Everybody had a good afternoon. We saw a record, milestone broken. We saw one of the women's basketball players, the future, Lola Idir, step up. And we saw the men here, really the underclassmen really stepping up so much has been said about how many scoring they lost from last year. I would say that so far it's feeling pretty good. And most importantly, as I've said, you want to go into the break. You don't want to go with a bad taste in your mouth. You want to go and feel good about the possibilities.
So we have a double technical here. It's going to be number 11 on the Ravens. That's going to be his second technical, so he's been ejected from the ball game, and that's going to be Luke Reese's first technical, and so it'll be, I think, status quo here. It'll still be Rosemont's ball.
Yeah, the player that's
correction, it'll be Baruch's ball. Sorry.
Yeah, player sent off has gone into the locker room.
So another quick whistle here. Let's see who that's on.
Yeah, so he's got to go. It's on the coach. That's his second.
Coach McGee has not helped matters here.
So he's got to go
and
too.
That's his second technical, and that's going to send Douvres to the line to shoot two.
That'll be the second.
And Holly will have some company momentarily in the locker room.
Yeah. Well, I think right from the beginning they haven't been very happy with the refereeing, and that's one of the things I've always heard about this business. We hear about this too when teams go into another city or they go into another region. There's always been some complaints about how you almost feel like you're the visiting team, and you're not. You feel like it's working against you. I've heard that so many times.
Well, I think it's more so, John. I think it's less that than you're just not used to the officials.
Yeah, you're not.
These are New York City officials that do CUNYAC ball games, and at the D1 level, you have Big Ten registered officials. So at some point, you cycle through all the officials. This is the only time Rosemont will have these officials all season, unless they. That's going to be an offensive foul there, but I'm looking through Rosemont's schedule now. They don't play another CUNYAC school this season. So, they play out of conference.
Yeah, they play a lot of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area schools.
Well, my point being is they're just not used to the whistle.
Yeah, but it gets mentioned a lot. I got to tell you, David, it gets mentioned a lot, in especially soccer, and we've been on the other end of it. I'm not here to say that the refs are doing a bad job, but I'm just saying it's not the first time teams are frustrated with the way the officiating is on one end.
John, say what you want. In my opinion, the officials are not the cause of a 27-point.
No, they're not.
Clearly,
Baruch is better today. And we saw it right from the beginning with that play on Luke Reese when the player, I thought, But, unfortunately, you got to keep your head together, too, And I can't remember the last time.
And Reese lays it in. It's funny, I wasn't surprised between Reese and Holly about that technical, because I thought on the flagrant, on a personal call underneath the basket, not the flagrant that Holly got, over here on the near side, they kind of collided, and they both kind of were sarcastically grinning, let's say. So, not surprised that they were probably jawing at each other throughout the ball game.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Baruch has just clearly been the better team, and I think that scoring drought pretty much did Rosemont in.
It's not a bad way to end our 2024 ARC calendar season. Again, if you haven't seen the Bearcats yet this season, or you just can't get enough of them, either way, they'll be here at home for Alumni Day on January 11th against City College of New York. And, John, the great thing is you don't have to wish for tickets from Santa Claus or whatever, or for your folks for Hanukkah, etc., because tickets are free for Baruch basketball. So just come on down, find yourself to the ARC Arena, and you get a nice 4 hours of women's and men's basketball. In most cases, games that are a bit closer and more riveting to watch. But either way, Baruch trying to, reset, recalibrate. And then, of course, we got CUNYAC action, which whoever's coming into the Arc Arena at that point, it's going to be tight games.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be. And it's kind of hard to, I mean, you can see some results and maybe you have kind of an idea of how, who might be the big competitors. But once we get to the end of January, I think once everyone's played, 6, 7, 8 CUNY games, we'll have a good idea of where everybody stands. But the underclassmen have been the story today as well on the Baruch side. I think, if you're the coaching staff, you got to be really happy about what you've seen. And, like I said, go into the break, feel good, make sure that everybody, their confidence is high, take care of business in the classroom, and then enjoy the holidays and come back and get ready to go.
Yeah, Douvres knocks down the second, getting the lead to 29.
We played Dickinson, if I recall, first game back in the tournament. Chance to, avenge what was a very disappointing loss last week. So plenty of motivation. There's plenty of motivation. I don't think you need to tell these kids what's on the line. And then once they get into the CUNY schedule.
Black's jumper from the free throw line, no good. Ed May comes down with the rebound. And Douvres can walk things up. We're in the final 2.5 of action here in our doubleheader for today.
On the Bearcats, let the clock run some plays here. And let's just walk away with the W. That's what it's all about, David.
Fitzgerald push shot there, awkward. A bit of an awkward release. Ed May tips the rebound to himself. Fitzgerald into the lane, loses it on the way up. And it's going to be a steal there by number 21, Mano Idea, as he's able to lay it in. Foul underneath, actually right outside here against Reese, number 20. So Perovich and Kone check into the game as Reese and Douvres come to the bench. As Moore knocks down the free throw. It's a 30-point ball game here as Kone brings it into the front court, looking for options. Crossover move, working on Black. That's going to be way too many steps, and it's going to go back to Rosemont. Surprised we're not seeing a little bit more depth from the Rosemont side of things. They have a bunch of starters still in the ball game.
Let me take this opportunity, David, on behalf of the Baruch College Athletic Department, to wish everybody season's greetings, including yourself, of course, David. Thank you for the great work that you do. It was a good afternoon, 2 W's, resounding wins, and a lot to be happy about today.
28-point victory in the first game over SUNY Poly. The women really pulling it out. We saw Mia Castillo getting a double-double, Lola Deer having 19, and then, of course, Lisa Leung getting her 1,000th point in a Bearcat uniform. And the men have just followed that right on up with what is now looking to be close to a 30-point victory.
Winning, we're all addicted to it in some fashion. It's a good win.
Like you said, John, with 2 weeks off, it's nice to, settle in with your family for a little bit.
I've seen it so many times.
Or maybe finals first, then family time, and then right back into it on the 29th and 30th. Ooh, Perovich thinks about it, gives it off to Kone. Awkward looking shot there. Edmay gets the rebound. He's fouled on the way up. Can't get that to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think at this point, everybody wants to see the players, they want to see everybody get a basket. Everybody's working hard, and then of course you have the Rosemont players that still want to make, they want to make their case known why they should be getting more minutes too. If you're Rosemont, put this game behind you, and restart at the end of the month. That's the best thing you can do.
It's a bit of a bus ride back to Pennsylvania, though, for them after this one.
I believe they're located near Villanova. I'm trying to remember. I went once with the women's basketball team many years ago to play in a women's game there. I remember their campus, very beautiful.
I will say, I do hope they get to enjoy New York City, at least for the evening.
Yeah,
Maybe they may be heading right back, as, you know, hotel rates in New York have not dropped any.
No, I don't even get me started. You know, the biggest thing is like you will get a rate, and the next thing you know, they don't include a $40 resort charge.
Or city charge. Or
like, you know, something outlandish.
Yeah. That's the cost of visiting New York City in the wintertime. Fitzgerald over to Ideer. Oh, Ideer almost stole. No, he did steal it. It went. It goes off of. I was gonna say, it looked like it went off Ideer last. They were giving Baruch the arrow initially, and it's gonna go right back to Rosemont. Gomez inside to Black. Ball swung around the perimeter here for Rosemont. Bounce pass inside. Ed May all over Gomez.
I want to remind everybody to follow us on social media, Baruch Athletics. You could do that on Instagram, Twitter/X, as I say it, Facebook. And then, of course, you also have the individual accounts. And if you go to any of our main accounts, you could see the links to all the other team individual accounts.
Perovich knocks down a three there, and that got the whole bench up off their feet.
How many total points for the bench today?
They're outscoring them 49-20 on the bench.
Yeah, that's big. That's one of the bigger numbers I've seen in a very long time.
I mean, if you think about it here, right, you have Lam 14, Reese 12, Coppin 10. 3 out of the 5 scores for the Baruch leading scores are all off the bench, as Black now has it on the baseline, looking for options. Nice find to Gomez inside, almost like a slip pass. And Baruch can run things out here. And Baruch will walk it out. And they will outdo the women by 1 in a 29-point victory for the Bearcats. More importantly, a clean sweep for the Bearcats and some comfortable wins, which both the women's and the men's really needed.
Good wins. Time to go home, enjoy the day, and get a good meal. I think everybody deserves it. And get ready for finals.
And that's the nice part about a day game, John. It's like you finish it out. The players still have the rest of the evening in New York City to enjoy themselves. To your point, maybe grab some dinner with some friends and family, and then you still have all of Sunday and maybe some football or whatever you like to do to partake, soccer, NBA, whatever you may want to watch on a nice Sunday.
Yeah. That's really what it comes down to. And like I said, just get ready for the rest of the month. So it's been great win, big W. I look forward to writing about it for BaruchAthletics.com. And as always, David, thank you. Great job.
Thank you. Yeah, once again, if you haven't seen the Bearcats today and you want to see them again, your next opportunity is a doubleheader against City College on a Saturday at 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. It is Alumni Day, so definitely come out for that. They do have some nice festivities. But Baruch, clean sweep against 2 opponents today. First against SUNY Poly. The women win 67-39. And the men finishing off Rosemont 85-56. Combined scores of 57 points. So impressive all around. This broadcast has been in conjunction with the Baruch Athletic Department. For John Navis, I'm David Just. We're wishing everybody a happy holiday and a happy new year. Have a great evening, everybody.